Welcome to Margs, boys.
Thanks for having us.
We're here at the river with Playlunch, and firstly, we introduce you guys. We got Liam, we got Jules, we got Andre, Michael, Tom, Dylan, and Ozzy. So firstly, from me, thanks for taking the time to sit down and have a yarn. This is the first ever episode of Out the Back with Party Wave P. Woo! So we're making a debut. But we set out to look behind the scenes with leading artists and events here in the Southwest.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks
Right
for having
on.
us.
Leading artists.
Yeah, that's you guys.
Here we are.
All right, so like Party Wave events, Playlunch is a lockdown love chart. So tell us about the creative process during this time and how did the band come about and get its name?
Oh yeah, we're a big lockdown band. It was sort of like 2 years over in Melbourne of nothing to do but dole bludge and come up with really stupid ideas. And sort of by the end of that process, we'd sort of put together what became the first record and sort of started putting the band together. And yeah, we hit the ground running in 2022 and we've been going ever since. But we sort of carry that DNA with us of the lockdown band everywhere we go.
A time when people needed each other more than ever. Pioneering a new genre, bogan funk. I've heard you refer to it as a self-given license to do whatever you want, play whatever you want. Please elaborate a little more on that.
I guess it's kind of like we have so much love for so much different kinds of music, and we're also not that good at any one specific kind of music. So if we just cast like a broad enough, net, then we'll hit something that's good and we'll find something we like. But no, it's kind of like Liam often says, it's funk played by a bunch of guys who grew up playing like Cold Chisel and AC/DC, So it's like our take on this black American music as, white guys from Melbourne, So we're just doing our best to make it happen. Yeah.
Love that. I love that. Leaning in to the name Playlunch. The band's dripping in 90s nostalgia, all the Australiana, No Hat, No Play, Les Snack Boys, Blue Light Disco, Athletics Day, Hornbag, and of course Sex Ed, the album on tour at the moment. Your music is just so damn relatable, and you're tapping into that cultural groove right now. Explain the songwriting process, who's in charge, is it a collaborative effort, how's it happen?
So it's mainly me leading the songwriting. I've sort of got like a notes section on my phone that's just full of ideas that we all sort of contribute to, and then I sort of try and turn them into grooves. And yeah, it can be anything. I mean, there was a note in my phone a couple of years ago that just said Chili Peppers style song, but instead of saying California, we say Baronia. And that sort of became Station Rad, and sort of, sometimes it's like really straightforward and it's just about finding the groove to match it. And then other times it's like we'll be working on like a new instrumental and we'll be like, oh, this one feels kind of like sexy, kind of sleazy, kind of 2000s R&B. What could go with this? And then you pull out the notes section of your phone and you look through and you're like, oh, maybe this could be the Sex Ed song we've been wanting to write for a while. And you sort of go from there,
I love that, mate. That's where all my creative ideas flow, into the notes section. 2 albums in now. Second time to WA on this tour, I believe. I saw you guys were on Rodo. You flipped the script on the classic selfie with the Quokka by flipping them off yourselves. And, blew the roof off Bunbury. Well, what's your experience? What's your take on West Oz?
West Oz is heaven on earth, but those Quokkas are taking too much attention from us, so we had to put them in their place. Fuck the Quokkas. No, we love them. I
back it.
Yeah, let's go. WA is fucking incredible. It's heaven on earth. Every time we're here, we don't want to leave. Everyone is so chill and so nice and so beautiful. and it's just like anywhere you go, you're like 200 meters from the prettiest beach you've ever seen. And you'll go to a beach and people here are like, nah, that's a shit one. And you're like, that's better than any beach I've seen in Victoria.
Mate, I'll take you to some good ones if you stick around.
See what I mean?
But yeah, what are some of the highlights of your time here, and like why is it so important to play these regional shows?
Oh, I mean, kind of doing what we do, doing this like Australiana thing, the bogan funk thing. The regional shows are where it's at. It's all well and good to like go to the cap cities, play to some crowds, or sort of like the first ones to sort of like come out to see a show. But if you can get to those regional shows, like that's where it really goes off. That's where you really see if what you've got has actually got any potential or not. You know, if you can get a crowd reacting to it here, you know, you're sort of set anywhere. I think sometimes the cap cities, as much as we love them, they can be a little bit too cool for school sometimes. So like we're loving, you know, after having played in Perth a bunch of times, like going around WA and seeing all these smaller towns, it's great.
Sick. We are obviously big lovers of live music in regional areas, so thanks for coming. All right, let's talk. Hottest 100. The band is on an absolute heater right now. Fresh off 2 features in the iconic Triple J. Tell us about the lead up to that day and any expectations.
The conversation went from like, imagine if we got in the hottest 100 to then like later down the track being like, oh, we might get in the hottest 100. And then it turned into, oh crap, we're like,
They're sending someone to interview.
yeah, like we might, we're like, we might be in the top 30, the top 20, the top 10. To be in the top 5 is absolutely cooked. To have 2 songs in there was nuts. So the whole day, we were trying to have a good time, but all of us, you could see everyone just kind of pacing back and forth between different groups because we're all too nervous to stay any one place, because as soon as you talk to someone for too long, they'd start talking about, how are you feeling? And it was scared, to be honest. So, yeah. No, it was sick, though. We're lucky boys.
How good. All right, talking about those 2 songs. First one, Raining Men, a Like a version. Why did we choose to cover this particular song? Did we ever think that a Weather Girls song would be your debut in the countdown? What was going through your minds when it came on the radio at number 73?
I don't know. I feel like you see all these like cool Triple J bands, and they'll do their interview for like a version. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, we just like put it together last week, and we didn't really think much about it." we're not like that. We're like, we've been thinking about this for our entire lives, trying to come up with like the perfect concoction of like what is the right song to do for a band like this. So we sort of knew that if ever we got asked to do it, Raining Men was like a big contender to be the one where like it's just a great song. It's kind of this like novelty kind of thing, but it also goes really hard, which is sort of exactly what we're trying to do with the Playlunch sort of thing. And yeah, and then it just came time to like, you know, we got like 2 weeks notice and we had to quickly try and put the arrangement together, and like obviously we need some thunder SFX on the SPD. That's step number 1, you know, and some big harmonies, and yeah, just kind of came together after that. I mean, there was a lot of, you know, finessing that it took, but I can't believe it's in that countdown. It's like, I remember leaving the studio at like, the other guys felt better about it, but I was on the plane like, oh, that was so shit. What have we done? Our career is over. And I'm like, okay, seems like it went pretty well.
I'm here to tell you it's a banger. I had it on in the limousine today, actually, and the girls are absolutely going nuts to it. So it's been well received. Hard work's paid off. Cool. So the day itself, after listening all day, you hadn't heard Keith. You talked a little bit about interviews and getting towards the pointy end already. What happened when it finally came on at number 4? I've seen the videos. You talked about the emotion already, but talk us through the pool party and the kick-ons.
Yeah. When it got down to like, it was kind of the top 10, Triple J sent us an email to like a Zoom link, and they're like, you'll want to join this. And then we're like, oh, okay, all right. The numbers keep ticking down. And then number 5, and then it's that Ray song. And I was just like, oh my God. I got kind of overwhelmed after that and had to like stop. And then we hear Language Warning before ours at 4. And we're like, we knew it was us. And it happened. And everyone at the party was around us. And it was like, everyone who was there were people that were really important to us. And, you know, everyone in that space had helped in some way to get us to where we are. So that was really beautiful and special. And then from that moment where you can kind of see in the video, I open up the champagne bottle. I don't remember much after that because I think I just put as many drinks into myself as I could from there. Yeah, I lost my shoes. I don't know where my runners are. I had them and I turned up to WA in sandals, just thinking I'm going to be in sandals for the week.
You definitely don't need shoes in WA, so
Yeah, that's it.
you make a number 4 on the hottest 100, you might as well all throw them out. All right, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the song Keith. Tell us everything we need to know. I feel like everyone knows a Keith. The one I know is called Dave. And is it a factual song? Does he know it's about him? Spill the beans. Give the fans what they want to know.
It is not a factual song. It is a purely purely fictional piece of art, but it is very relatable to a lot of other people. It was sort of like, I originally showed the guys this like weird instrumental, and they were sort of listening and they're like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then the demo of the chorus hit, and then everyone just started like pissing themselves laughing. They're like, we have to try this at a gig. And I was like, all right. So I just sort of slapped these verses together for it. And I thought it would just be like a filler song that we'd play like once at one gig, and forget about it. But you can see a clip of us playing it like on our Instagram for the first time ever, like that first show we played it at. As soon as we hit like that first verse of "There's a Man at the Malvern TAB," like the whole crowd just like stopped. Tell us about it. It was just kind of like, I would love to say we like engineered it to know it was going to like be this big thing, but it was very accidental. I think we've tried a lot harder with our other songs. It's crazy that that's the one that's like sort of blown up, but we're loving it. Yeah.
Okay. Classic. If there's a Keith out there, I won't tell him. Barry Hall. All right. Who's taking credit for this one? Tell us about the process securing him to star as the cult classic Keith. From all reports, he was relatively receptive to the role and not a bad actor, hey?
There's a man behind the camera there called Will Hollins from W Artists. See that guy? What a man, yes. We love that man. So we were trying to talk to a few different people for the Keith role. Obviously, the profile is in the song. Height and baldness. And so we're like, all right, who's tall and bald? There's Broden Kelly. Hit him up. He was busy. Then there was from the local pro wrestling group that we're really into, a bit too much to be honest. We hit him up. He was sort of available, and then that lovely man Will, he got logged onto the Playlunch Instagram and just DM'd Barry Hall, and just slid into his DMs like, "Hey mate, here's a song. Do you want to act in a music video?" And he was just like, "Okay." And we're like, "No, like you'll be the Keith." And he's like, "Yeah, all right." It was so chill with it. So we just flew him down, and he came down, and I swear he's in better nick now than when he was playing. Like, he's massive. Like, oh, what a specimen. And so he comes out, and he's just a sweetheart. He's awesome. And then he's like contributing to the shoot and like adding like, what if I tried this? What if I did that? And like giving it 110%. And it was like, you didn't need to do all this, man.
We were sort of like laughing, like when we knew he was going to come and do it, we were like, this will be great. It's hilarious that it's Barry Hall. No matter what happens, it will be a good video. Like even if he's a shit actor, he gets to set. The guy deserves a bloody Oscar nomination. He's actually like such a naturally good actor. Like every time we'd hit roll, he knows how to get very angry and scary, and so like it worked out very well.
It turns bright red. Like he actually just.
I've seen him, mate. I've watched a lot of AFL in my time. He's we're on West Coast Eagles country right now. He's not well liked over here. I'm glad he's not on tour with you because I don't know if he would have got across the border.
Do you guys still hold on to the Staker punch?
Yeah, mate. Ever since he flattened him, off him. But I think he's won me back as Keith. So
redemption arc.
I'd like to show some gratitude to Will as well for obviously making this happen. Thanks, Will. But yeah, I don't know what's more impressive, the fact that he's active on social media or that he's got a creative influence into music videos.
It's unbelievable.
Live shows. So you guys, like ourselves at Party Wave, we fair to say you guys enjoy dressing up. So now developing a reputation for high energy and hilarious live shows. Where does this inspiration come from? Who's the driving force behind the dress ups, the choreography, all that?
Ooh, I think we owe it all to Fingers. They're our biggest influence. No, I think when we were starting the band, I remember like recruiting a few of these guys. I think Andre, first time I ever was telling him about the band, he was like, "Oh no, man, I'm super busy these days. Like the only thing I want to get involved with these days are meme bands." And I was like, "Well," and I remember I pulled out my phone. I showed him like a photo of these like tracksuits with like the traffic mat, carpet print on them, So it was like, from the beginning, I was like, dress-ups will be a part of what we do, but I don't think I knew it would be a part of what we did, but I didn't know it would be these specific costumes that we'd be doing, Like, the Speedies sort of, like, became a really big part of it. Eventually, the Zinc became a big part of it, I think also, we realized with this most recent album worth of songs, that, like, doing a thing where every single song there's like a different associated outfit with it. Like in this one we're Eshays, or in this one we're real estate agents, or in this one we're like blokes on the town. Like so much fun to be had by doing that. And I think like our audiences and all these people like that found us online have been really simply roped in by like 7 dudes all coordinated in the same outfit. Something must be going on here that I should stick around for. And it's kind of like a good way to just like get people in, you know, as well as getting the sillies out, you know?
Yeah, mate, we're big lovers of dress ups. All our parties are themed. We think it's just great icebreaker, just great to connect with crew and
loosens everyone up.
love what you're doing. So, lastly, what's the future of Playlunch look like? You know, you've capitalised on recent meteoric rise and a roller coaster to success. You've talked openly and publicly about how 2025 was just a non-stop highlight reel. Where can we expect to see Playlunch play overseas? When? Where? What are we thinking?
Man, we're going to smash out this regional tour right up until the end of May. And then we've got some plans to, conquer the world from there. We can say it? Yeah? Oh, awesome. So we're gonna hit up New Zealand first at the end of May. And then we've got August in the US and Canada. And then September across Europe. And then we'll be back in Australia late in the year. So get to one of these regional shows because we're going to be gone for a while.
Wow.
Big scoop.
Yeah, huge scoop. We might end on that scoop. I love, because I was going to ask how you think it'll be received overseas, but we'll find out. I love that you
Account is going to find out.
I love that you're sort of softening the blow with New Zealand though first. It's kind of like in the wheelhouse. So, but anyway, thank you.
Change our vowel sounds.
Yeah.
Don't fake with my trailer, Ken.
Lots of chair cuzzies and all the rest. But I think we'll wrap it on the scoop. From me, Party Wave Pete, thank you so much for taking the time. This has been an absolute pleasure. And we wish you all the best for the future. And enjoy. That's the first out to back. Sick. Let's crush some UDLs and get in the limo. UDL's in the limo. Let's go.